Check 1, 2.
Please stand and remove cover as you are able as we honor our nation with the singing of our national anthem. Tonight, the anthem will be sung by Sutherland's McCready Lantis and Meyer Brown. And now we will introduce the visiting team, Chase County Longhorns. Number 11, Abby Spicer. Number 13, Faith Owens. Number 24, Landry McNair. Number 30, Olivia Spady. Number 32, Kylie Weiss. The Longhorns are coached by Alex McNair, Emily Lisberg, and Carly Hill. And now for your Sutherland Sailors. Number 3, Colin Alpha. Number 10, Grayson Alpha.
Hi again, everybody. Welcome back here. Chase County Longhorn basketball from Sutherland, Nebraska here for you tonight as we get set and ready to go, just about a few seconds away from tip-off here between these two teams, between Sutherland and Chase County. Going to be a good one tonight between these two. Chase County comes up with a record of 1-3. Started the season 1-0 with a win against Cozad. Have lost 3 straight, including 2 last week to Sydney and Ogallala. Sutherland, on the other hand, started the season 0-3, picked up win number 1 over the weekend last weekend, beating Sand Hills Valley by a final score of 40-19, but losing to Wallace 52-44. So we are set and ready to go here from Chase County as they're at center circle, ready to tip things up between Chase County and Sutherland. And now just trying to get the clock back up and to the right spot here as we are in the auxiliary gym at Sutherland due to a wrestling tournament going on in the other gym. But take you through the starting lineup anyway for the Chase County Longhorns. It's 5'3" junior Abby Spicer, 5'7" junior Peyton Owens, 5'8" junior Landry McNair, 5'8" junior Olivia Spady, and 5'10" senior Kylie Weiss. Your starting lineup. We're set and ready to go. The tip, and we are underway here from Sutherland, and quickly back the other way, bringing it up the right side of the floor of the Sailors to get it in the corner, trying to get it underneath right there to Naughton. Instead, it'll be stolen away, and quickly back the other way comes Spady, driving down the right lane line, pulls up for 2, missed, and the rebound here will go to the Sailors, and they'll bring it back the other way. So Sailors back with a basketball, moving left to right across your radio dial, swings it around over to the left wing. It is Gunderson with the basketball, almost has it stolen away, and now stealing it away is going to be Landry McNair. McNair dumps it off, driving down the left lane line, trying to take it all over to the rack is Peyton Owens, but she comes up just a little bit short, and Sutherland comes back with the basketball, moving it and dumping it off underneath. Great find right there, is slashing towards the basket for the Sailors right there is Gunderson. Gunderson with her first 2 points of the contest, and Chase County has the basketball back. Chase County with the basketball on the right wing, looking skip pass this time, trying to dump it off underneath. Now sending it back up to the top of the key, driving it down to the middle of the lane, trying to kick it out. Instead, it was almost stolen away. And so that foul will go against Elflet for Sutherland. Chase County back with the basketball here across the timeline with it is Pedro on the left wing. Gets it into the corner here for McNair. McNair gets it back, left corner, now driving into the middle of the lane. Nowhere to go, lost it, got it back, trying to find it underneath. Now saving it back in bounds there to Kylie Wiest, who goes up for 2, misses, gets her own rebound, goes back up. She misses that one again. She comes down with 3 offensive rebounds and finally will get something to go there. She'll head to the free throw line to shoot a pair. 2-0. Sutherland in front here with 6:38 to go in the first quarter of play. Kylie Wiest at the free throw line to shoot a couple. And the first one is on the way, and she can't get it to go. So Kylie Wiest back at the free throw line. Wiest, the senior, for the Longhorns. 1 and 3 on the season. Second one on the way, drops in. And Wiest has got herself a bucket to start the game, and it makes it 2-1. So 2-1 score. Chase County going to bring on a little bit of pressure here against the Sailors. Sailors come out in a 4-wide set, looking. They get it in here to Effelt. Effelt looking to push it ahead. She does. Finds a wide open man down the floor, laying it up off glass, and it just didn't go right there with Story Raspberry coming down with the rebound. Is Chase County. They're looking to push again, finding it underneath the hoop right there to Spady. She goes up, count the bucket, and 1. For Miranda Spady, it was a great find on the other end of the floor right there. Up ahead, it was a great push right off the bat right there from Landry McNair. And then she found the wide open Miranda Spady, who's back at the free throw line with a chance here. And it's on the way, no. The and 1 on the way, no. Missed. Landry McNair comes down with a rebound. Now they get over to Spady into the corner for Landry McNair again. Kicks it back up to the top of the key here for Abby Spicer. Spicer between the rings, sends it over to the right wing here for Olivia Spady. Spady dumps it off underneath to Peyton Owens. Owens back out to Landry McNair on the right corner. Back to the top of the key, around the horn. Spicer for 3 from the left wing, no. Ran down to the right corner right there by Owens. Owens pulls up for 2, misses it off the back iron. Rebound brought down again by the Longhorns, crashing the offensive glass, and it ends in a 2-pointer right there for Landry McNair. So McNair with a couple. And so Landry McNair makes it 5-2 Chase County as they bring it. Sutherland brings it across the top line, looking to get it in, and a foul will come in. Here, 5:18 to go. In quarter number 1, 5-2. And back with the basketball here will be Sutherland underneath their own hoop. It'll be Dyer to inbound. Dyer looking, standing on the left lane, kicks it back out. Now with the basketball on the right wing is Effelt. Effelt looking, swings it back up to the top of the key here to Phelan Effelt. Now on the driving down is Gunderson down the right baseline. Nowhere to go. Kicks it back out to Phelan Effelt. Effelt trying to dump it off underneath right there to not Noma, stolen away, but it goes back into the hands of Addison Gunderson. And Gunderson is able to almost pick it up. And here comes Chase County back the other way. And we got another foul here with 4:52 left in the first quarter of play. 5-2 the score. Kicking it back out. 3 ball on the way. Now we'll go off the front iron there for Abby Spicer. Tying it up is Landry McNair as her and FL both went after the rebound. And a jump ball will be called, so it'll go back to Sutherland here with 4:46 left in the first quarter of play. 5-2 our score. Chase County out in front here in the first quarter. Sutherland to inbound, working against the Chase County pressure. They do get it in. It's Phelan Effelt racing it up the right side of the floor. Has a man, and just overshooting her right there was Story Raspberry. Rasby, is who she was looking for, and instead she just throws it out of bounds. So now Landry McNair will inbound here for the Longhorns as they will bring it up across the timeline. With the basketball, bringing it across, here's Olivia Spady. Spady gives it off to Anderson. Anderson back to Owens for 3. That clinks off the front iron. Rebound goes to Sutherland. They push ahead quickly back the other way, laying it up off glass and in. What a pass right there by the Sailors, and being able to find a bucket right there to Story Rasby. And Chase County back with the basketball. Rasby now with 2 points, and it makes it 5-4 here. 3 ball on the way on the other end here for Chase County. Missed, long rebound, brought down into the corner, sings it back out here to the top of the key for Owens. She's almost involved into a jump ball, but is able to save it. Now driving is Anderson. She's got nowhere to go there in that right corner, looking to swing it back up to the top of the key. Instead, it'll be stolen away, and another push ahead to Rasby will be stolen away this time by the Longhorns. Coming back the other way is Owens down the right lane, kicks it back out. Anderson for 3, and she hits the triple. So Anderson hits the triple and makes it 8-4 here, a 4-point game with 3:30 left of the first quarter, trying to dump it off underneath and get it inside to Naughton or the Sailors, and it was almost stolen away. First quarter of play, 3:28 to go. Sutherland will have the basketball underneath their own hoop. 8-4 our score. As it's Rasby with all 4 points. Quick steal, this one by Landry McNair, taking it coast to coast, misses the layup. Rebound brought down by Olivia Spady. She goes back up and gets the 2 to go, and it makes it 10-4. So Sutherland, boy, both of these teams wanting to get out in transition so far here in this first quarter of play. 6-point lead for the Longhorns at 10-4. Sailors back with the basketball on the right wing. Driving is Felt, takes it all over to the rack. She'll be fouled and will have the free throw line to shoot 2 with 3:20 left here in the first quarter of play. So 10-4 the score, 3:20 left. Felt will be at the free throw line. So far, first triple there going in for Carly Anderson. 2 points from Spady, 2 from Landry McNair, 2 from Olivia Spady, and Kylie Wiest with a bucket as well. Kind of an odd way to get to 10. But that's how they've been doing it. First one can't go right there for Felt. Second one is on the way. And they say it doesn't graze the rim, so it goes back to Chase County. So Felt with a couple of missed opportunities there to cut this Longhorn lead. Now Olivia Spady will bring it across the timeline here for the Longhorns. Olivia gets it off to Anderson in the right wing, into the corner for Landry McNair. McNair sends it back up into the middle of the lane, and she finds a wide open Paige Owen for her first 2 points of the contest, and it makes it 12-4 on your scoreboard. Quickly back across the timeline come the Sailors, trying to get it underneath there to Naughton. Her and Miranda Spady have been working hard underneath, and Naughton falls to the floor. No foul call, but it does go out of bounds off of the Longhorns. So it'll stay with the Sailors here underneath their own hoop with 2:58 to play in the first quarter of play. Chase County back with the basketball. Sailors back with the basketball underneath their own hoop. Looking to get it in, swings it out, and tapping it out of bounds there was Adele Eskew. Eskew just able to get her hand right in there as her man was cutting, trying to get to the basket. Now they'll inbound from across the way of the Chase County Longhorn bench. They do finally get it in here to Dyer. Gives it back out. 3 ball on the way from the Sailors. No. Rebound brought down underneath right there by Dyer. Dyer kicks it back out. Pump faking and driving is Vasquez. She loses the basketball inside. Eskew to push ahead this time here to Anderson, who puts it up for 2 from 5 feet and misses. Rebound underneath brought down by Felt. She kicks it back out here to Vasquez, and Vasquez will bring it across the timeline with 2:32 left here in the first quarter of play. 12-4, 8-point lead. Naughton has it stolen away from her. Push ahead this time here for the Longhorns. Taking it coast to coast, laying it up, but it's too soft. Rebound underneath for Eskew. She misses, and the rebound goes to Dyer. It'll be off her hands and out of bounds, but it will go with the Longhorns, as they say a black jersey got in there last to touch it. 2:17 left, first quarter of play. 12-7, Chase County out in front. 12-4, Chase County out in front. Back with the basketball, looking to get it in, and it's almost stolen away there as they were looking to get it to Weber. Cutting down that Chase County Longhorn pressure, really working. It's a man-to-man pressure the whole way. Switching every screen, looking to get it in. They finally do here as Vasquez runs it up the left side for the Sailors and will bring it across the timeline with 2:10 left. Sailors back with the basketball, looking to get it to somebody, lobbing it over to the top, trying to get it to Dyer. Instead, it'll be stolen away this time again by Landry McNair. She's been everywhere, pops it out. Here's Olivia Spady right into a shot, but a rebound goes to McNair. She puts it up and in for 2. And McNair now has 4. It makes it 14-4. We've got a timeout on the floor with 1 minute and 53 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. We'll take one with them. Listen to Longhorn basketball on Jack FM. Welcome back here on Jack FM as we're coming out of the Chase County Longhorns timeout. Sutherland with the basketball, trying to get it in. Sutherland finally does. It was a couple of turnovers here with this press that made them want to call the timeout and try to maybe reset some things. Sutherland back with the basketball, and again a steal. This is SQ trying to push it back ahead, and then she loses in the front court. Turnovers galore. Finally, Sutherland's able to hold on to the basketball for longer than just a few seconds, but then it's tapped out from behind as Story Rasby was trying to dribble through all of the black shirts, and it ends up going out of bounds. So it'll stay here with the Sailors, trying to inbound from the corner, trying to get it in and almost having it stolen away as she was looking for Morgan. Morgan's still able to put up a shot, and then the follow right there for Elena Dyer. So I guess something bad ended up working right there for the Sailors, and they're able to get a couple of points to make it 15-6 on your scoreboard, 14-6. 8-point lead here for the Longhorns as they're trying to get it down underneath there, and turning the basketball over will be Adele Eskew. As they were trying to get it to her, but she lost it out of bounds. Chase County bringing the pressure once again. Back with the basketball, the Sailors. Instead, they'll just clear everybody out, try to bring it across the timeline. And they will here with Rasby. Rasby looks over to Weber on the left wing. Weber with the basketball, looking, sends it back up top the key to Morgan. Between the circles, took one dribble, finds it underneath here to Vasquez, who goes up for two, clanks it off back iron, got her own rebound, goes back up. She'll be fouled this time, and right to the free throw line to shoot a pair. 14-6, 53.4 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. Chase County been able to use a little bit of that defense to offensive pressure, and that first one will drop home for Mahala Vasquez. So she now has 1 point, makes it 14-7. A little bit of a football score here in this first quarter of play so far. 53.4 ticks left here before the end of the first quarter. 14-7 Chase County. Vasquez drains both of her free throws. This was a team from Sutherland that has been having a tough time shooting free throws pretty much all season long. Anderson brings it across the timeline, gets it over to the right wing here for Owens. Owens popping a three, missing it. Rebound brought down by Owens. So she shoots the three, gets her own rebound back. Owens with the basketball between the rings, and now it'll be stolen away by Vasquez. Vasquez is in trouble, looking ahead. Stolen away by Anderson. Keeps it on the Longhorn side. Kicks it back out, taking one dribble, finding a cutting into the lane. Eskew right there. That was a great pass from Ava McNair as she found Eskew coming to the rescue to try to help him out on the turnover. And with 27.6 seconds to go, count the bucket and one right there for Eskew. Adele Eskew put it off the glass and in here with 27.6 to go. First quarter of play. First one and one on the way. No, but the rebound goes to Anderson. They're crashing the offensive board hard, and it's working. Owens with the basketball between the rings. Pump fakes one, stumps it back out to McNair. McNair into the corner for Eskew. Gets it back. McNair with 17. Lobs it up underneath there for Ava McNair, who kicks it back out. Now driving baseline right there is Eskew. She misses it. Coming in with a backside board, though, was Owens, along with the help of Ava McNair, but a foul's going to come in here with 10.1 seconds to go. And we'll see who this is going to go against, as that will be Chase County's fifth foul in the half in the quarter, so it will send Sutherland to the free throw line to shoot two. 16.8 seconds to go, 16 to 8, 10.1 seconds to go. Here in this first quarter of play, Chase County in front by 8 and trying to cut it here to at least to 6 is Dyer, but the first one goes in and out and was wrapping all the way around the rim but does not fall. So score remains 16 to 8. 10.1 seconds left here before the end of the first half. Second one of the way for Dyer. She can't get it to go. Rebound will go down. And now the clock will start. And now the clock is going to run out. And so 10.1 seconds to go. And now we'll see, so they're going to try to fix the clock here. Sutherland does not use this gym a whole heck of a lot. Just talking with a couple of the coaches and the AD here before the game. So all these scoreboards and stuff like that, a lot of the game management crew that works for Sutherland It's kind of their first time running it as well. 10.6 on the clock here. Bringing it across the timeline will be Spady. Spady driving, looking, kicks it back up to Landry McNair, who pops a three. It goes in and out. Rebound brought down at the shot of the buzzer. Right there was Abby Spicer. She almost got it to go, but just put it up maybe a little too strong, thinking she didn't have that much time, but she did have a little bit. So, zeros on the clock as we head to the second quarter of play. It is Chase County 16 and Sutherland 8. This is Longhorn basketball on 102.9 Jack FM. Welcome back here, Longhorn basketball on 102.9 Jack FM. Start of the second quarter, 16-8 Chase County, and what a post feed right there inside, finding a wide open Kylie Wiest for the Longhorns, and it makes it 18-8. Sutherland using a little bit of that fast break offense that's worked for him a little bit so far here tonight. Kicks it back out. Three ball on the way. I think it was partially blocked right there, and chasing it down will be the Longhorns. But it'll stay with the Sailors as they'll inbound across from the Chase County Longhorn bench. 7:33 to go here in the second half. In the first half, 18-8, the score in favor of Chase County. Gets the basketball in and almost stealing it away from Effelt there. Diving after the ball is Spicer. The Chase County Longhorns, their pressure has just been way too much for these Sailors. And it turns out there as that ball will go off the hands of Grayson Effelt and out of bounds. So Chase County back with the basketball here across the timeline, right to left across your radio dial. It's Owens with the basketball on the left wing, gives it back to Olivia Spady, top of the key. Now it gets it inside of the high post, kicks it back out to Spady, now to Landry McNair in the left corner. Back up top of the key to Olivia Spady. Now to the right wing to Spicer in the right corner for McNair. Skip past this time, three ball on the way for Olivia Spady, and it'll go down. Olivia Spady now with 5 points, and it makes it 21-8. Chase County out in front. Chase County all over here inside to Naughton, who threw it up at the last second, had it partially blocked. Goes into the hands of Olivia Spady. She kicks it out to Landry McNair. McNair on a tear down the other way. Finds it to Owens. Owens driving right baseline, trying to wrap it around, and she'll run herself into a foul with 6:43 to go in the second quarter of play. 21-8, our score. 5 points from Spady so far tonight. Her and Landry McNair have been off to a hot start. Kicks it out to Owens on the right wing. After rebounding from underneath their own hoop, Owens looking, trying to get it back to McNair in the right corner. Almost lost it. McNair now controls it. That's Olivia Spady. Now she gives it back to Owens, who brings it between the rings and will reset the offense with 6:29 left here in the first half of play. 21-8, and getting inside there was Phelan Effelt as she was all over Landry McNair there. He was trying to dribble the ball and almost tapped it out of bounds, but they say it goes off of her. So now Spady will inbound again, kicks it back out to Owens, takes one dribble, gets it on the left wing here for Spicer. Spicer back to the top of the key for Owens, back to Spicer on the left wing. Spicer wanting to drive down the left baseline, kicks it into Landry McNair, kicks it back out. Spicer pump fakes now just inside the arc, kicks it over to Landry McNair in the left wing, to Owens top of the key, trying to throw it over there to Olivia Spady on the right wing. Now they get it in the short corner, turning and shooting a 15-foot jump shot. Missed right there by McNair. Ran down by Owens out of frame, and it'll go out of bounds here with 5:57 to go in the second quarter of play. And they'll say goes out of bounds on Sutherland, so Chase County gets the basketball back, and Olivia Spady will bring it between the rings here with 5:54 left. Reset the offense. No, she'll just step into a three and knock it down. Olivia Spady with 8 points, and she makes it 24-8. Sutherland back with the basketball. Left to right across to your radio dial. Top of the key. Here's Grayson Effelt. Effelt now a great move right around her defender right there was Story Rasby, but instead it'll be tapped back out on the long rebound. Going back coast to coast to Zoe. She misses the layup, but the follow right there from Landry McNair. And McNair now has 6 as she makes it 26-8 Chase County. Back across the timeline with the basketball are the Sailors. 26-8, Chase County out in front. They're off to a 10-0 run to start this second quarter of play. Driving in as Rasby uses the right hand. They wanted a foul, but instead she misses the shot, gets her own rebound, and Rasby now has 6 herself to make it 26-10. Chase County quickly back the other way, trying to use that fast break offense. 3 ball for McNair, no. Owens will bring down the long rebound. A lot of second chances tonight here for the Longhorns, which is good. Means they're crashing the offensive glass. Owens with the basketball on the left wing. Back up to the top of the key here. Pump faking again. Gets it over to Owens. Now to the corner for Landry McNair. Flashing at the high post is Olivia Spady. She drives and lays it up and in for 2. Olivia Spady now with 10, and it makes it an 18-point lead here for the Longhorns at 28-10. Sutherland with the basketball, not in between the rings, sends over the right wing for Effelt. Effelt trying to get it inside, almost stolen away, and now a foul will come in as they tried to tap it back out to Effelt. She was looking for Grayson. That was Phelan and Grayson trying to hook up there with a sister-sister combo. 28-10, 4:15 left in the second quarter of play. Story Rasby will have the ball underneath her own hoop. Rasby looking to get it in. Still looking. Finally does get it in here to Vasquez. Vasquez driving in the middle of the lane. Hands swatting everywhere. Almost loses the ball. And now she does. It's going to be taken away here by Miranda Spady, who gets it out here to Spicer. And Spicer will look it up across the timeline here for the Longhorns. Spicer between the rings. Gets it off to Olivia Spady. Spady with the basketball here. 3:56 to go. Gives it back. Here to Landry McNair now between the rings. Skip past this time. Anderson steps into a 3. Misses it. Rebound is almost saved, but they'll say stepping out of bounds right before she touched the ball was Olivia Spady. So it'll go back to the Sailors here with 3:46 left in the first half. 28-10 Chase County. The second chance opportunities here so far for the Longhorns have proved to be enough. Across the top line, Effelt. Back to the top of the key, around the horn again. Vasquez with the basketball on the right wing to Effelt between the rings. Effelt trying to go one-on-one here with Anderson and has it stolen away by Landry McNair. McNair on the run out, trying to take it coast to coast. She has it stolen away from behind right there by Velasquez. And McNair again had a shot to put it in on a fast break. She's had that a couple of times today, but hasn't been able to convert him. Can't there on that one. The pass back out to Spicer. Now to Anderson. Finds a wide open Olivia Spady down low. Kicks it back out. Miranda Spady with a 3. No. Rebound underneath. Brought down by Effelt. Effelt leading the charge back the other way for the Sailors. Over to the left wing, now to the left corner here for Velasquez. Velasquez swings it back up to the top of the key to Rasby. Over to the right wing, 3 ball on the way there for Effelt. Long rebound, tracked down and brought down by Miranda Spady, who gets it off here to Anderson, who will bring it across the timeline. Gives it off into the corner here for Eskew. Back to Anderson, top of the key between the rings for Olivia Spady. Pumps to the right, now will go to the right here. Stepping into a 3, wide open, goes in and out, over the back. Going to be called there against Miranda Spady underneath with 2:42 left. That is our first fouls of this quarter as well. 28-10, 2:42 to go in the second quarter. So far, it is a 12-2 run in the second quarter of play here for the Longhorns. Sailors to inbound, working against the Chase County pressure. Looking to get it in, they find it. And trying to bring it up the left side here will be Rasby as she does get it across the top line, but a late foul comes in as she just gets it right across. 2:37 left here in the first half of play, 28-10. Chase County out in front here in this girls-only matchup tonight. Almost at halftime, looking to get it in. They do. Gives it back. Top of the key with the basketball is Velasquez, guarded heavily out there by Spicer. Velasquez runs it over to the right wing. Now driving right baseline will be Gunderson. Nowhere to go. Kicked it back up to the top of the key. Rasby driving to the middle of the lane. Kicks it back out. 3 ball on the way for Dyer. No. Rebound being tapped around into and out of the hands and into the hands of Gunderson, who loses it off her foot and out of bounds. So it'll go back to the Longhorns here with 2:18 left and an 18-point lead. Almost at 20 here in the first half, which Alex McNair would really love to see that on the left wing, getting in the left corner. Back to the top of the key now. They're just kind of going around. Eskew trying to dump it off underneath. Stolen away from behind. It'll be tapped out of bounds. Eskew and Owens were just kind of playing catch with each other back and forth, trying to get the right look. We've got a timeout on the floor. We will take one with them. 2:01 left here in the second quarter of play. 28-10, Chase County in front. This is Longhorn basketball on 102.9 Jack FM. Longhorn basketball back here on 102.9 Jack FM. 2:01 left here in the second quarter of play. Chase County will have the basketball, trying to inbound the basketball from just on the other side of the three-point line, practically underneath their own hoop. It's going to be a tough inbound here for the Longhorns, who are in front by 18. They do get it in. And now with the basketball, it is Owens. Owens swings it back over to Spady on the left wing. Back to Owens, top of the key. Now finds Anderson, who drives into the little lane, throws up a floater and puts it in. Carly Anderson now with 5 points, and it makes it an even 20-point game at 30-10. Quickly across the timeline come the Sailors. Driving with the basketball down the left wing is Effelt. Swings it back up to Velasquez, top of the key. Velasquez in trouble. Now swings it over to the right wing. Lob pass underneath. It'll be tapped out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Sailors. 1:28 left here in the second quarter of play. 30-10 our score. Settlers with the basketball, finding a cutting Raspberry right there was the Sailors, but they couldn't get it to go, did Rasby. And back the other way is Olivia Spady pushing it ahead. Gets it to Owens in the right wing. Back to Spady, top of the key. Now to Owens on the right wing. Driving right baseline. Gets it back. No, it'll be stolen away by Rasby. No, Owens is able to pick it back up. Steps over the top of the diving Spady and Rasby. Now driving again is Anderson. She lobs it up. Wanted a foul. Doesn't get it. Saved from going out of bounds by the Sailors. And here they come on a charge back the other way. Velasquez will bring it across the timeline with 54 seconds left here in the first half of play. Gets it to Rasby, who pump fakes, driving, looking, finds a wide open cutting man underneath. That's Grayson Effeld with her first 2 points of the night, and it makes it 30-12, back to an 8-point game. Chase County going to take their time as they walk this one across the timeline. 36 seconds to go. Owens with the basketball. Gets it to Spady. Now to Anderson in the right corner, or the right wing corner. Gives it back to Spady. Right wing extended. All over is Rasby. Now back to the top of the key. Owens. Owens gives it off to Eskew, who finds a wide open man underneath to turn the spin. Count the bucket and one. What a shot right there by Kylie Wiest to get herself to 5 points on the night and to make it 32-12 with a chance to extend it over 20 here with 21.4 seconds to go. So 21.4 seconds left. 32-12. Weiss, first free throw missed, tapped around underneath. Coming down with a rebound right there will be Ava McNair. She's trying to kick it back out to Weiss, and she'll be fouled in the lane again. The offensive glass has been really kind so far today to the Chase County Longhorns. They have just been going after rebound after rebound. So it was 16-8 after the first quarter. So it was 16-4 second quarter. Coach Alex McNair will really like that. Anderson with the basketball in the right wing. 12 seconds to play. Anderson trying to get into something. Finds Ava McNair wide open for three. And it'll drop in. Ava McNair gets the kind roll. 4 seconds to go. 3 seconds as Velasquez is in trouble. Nowhere to go to get off a shot. And that will take us to the end of the first half. Ava McNair with a big three to end it and make it 35-12, a 23-point lead for the Chase County Longhorns as we head to halftime here from Sutherland. We'll be back with second half action. I guess come back, get you some first half numbers, and then be back with more second half action here. Chase County in front, 35-12. This is Longhorn basketball on 102.9 Jack FM. Longhorn basketball halftime report 35-12 here for you today on 102.9 Jack FM. Thanks for joining alongside us. Pretty easy first half for the Chase County Longhorns as they got out to a 16-8 lead after one quarter and then added 19 more points in the second quarter to lead it 35-12 here at the break. It's been a lot of turnovers for Sutherland that have led to a lot of points for Chase County. They're also just dominating the offensive glass. It's led to a lot of second chance opportunities. Chase County, while they probably haven't been shooting statistically the best, have been able to find a way to put in some shots, some big shots, especially from behind the arc, especially a big one, a three-pointer from Ava McNair to end the first half. Take you through individual scoring. We'll start with the Sutherland Sailors. It's Grayson Effelt with 2 points, Alana Dyer with 2 points, 6 points from Story Rasby, and Mahala Vasquez with 2 points. For the Chase County Longhorns, Miranda Spady with 2 points, Ava McNair with 3 points, Peyton Owens with 2 points, Carly Anderson with 5 points, Landry McNair with 6, Olivia Spady with 10, Kylie Wiest with 5, and Adele Eskew with 2. Once again, Eskew with 2, Wiest with 5, Spady with 10, McNair with 6, Landry McNair, Carly Anderson with 5, Peyton Owens with 2, Ava McNair with 3, and Miranda Spady with 2. So Olivia Spady so far leading scorer out of either side. So she's got the game high 10 points here at the break. 35-12 our score. These two teams did meet up last year, and it was Chase County walking away with the win 58-28. Kind of looking like it might end up like that score again as Chase County goes into the break almost up by that same score right there as I guess that same point differential. That was a 30-point differential, and they're up here by 23 points here at the break. So looking like it might get that way. But Chase County in need of a win, and I'm sure if you asked Alex McNair, it's been tough. They've played really 3 very tough teams. McCook's 4-2, Sydney's undefeated. Ogallala, I think, is right around that 3-1 or 4-1 mark. So 3 tough teams in a row, and to walk out of there without a win. But a couple of games, McCook only ended up losing by 11. Sydney, it was a kind of a blowout, 21 points. But Ogallala walking away with a 5-point loss. Alex McNair, you know, any squad that he's got together, they're going to come out and play tough basketball, and that's what they have been over the past couple of weeks, but no wins to show for it. And here they are at Sutherland, kind of playing in the weird gym, having to deal with some weird situations, and they're out to a 23-point lead, hitting threes, getting turnovers, and anything and everything in between. For Sutherland anyway, it's pretty simple. Just take care of the basketball, and way too many turnovers for them. Like I mentioned, started 0-3, but if you really look at the scores, only losing to Mullen by 7, Chase North Platte St. Pat's by 3, and then Wallace on Thursday lost by 8, kind of rallied their way back into that game after being down 27-19 at the half. They were only down by 3 after 3, but a 7-point fourth quarter kind of ended it for them. So Sutherland just trying to take care of the basketball in the second half. Chase County keep the pedal to the floorboard. We'll see if they can do it. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we will have second half action for Longhorn Lady Basketball right here on 102.9 Jack FM. Chase County Longhorn basketball back here from Sutherland as we get set and ready to go for second half action. Pretty easy first half there for the Longhorns, 35-12, taking care of the offensive glass as well as some kind of a lot of turnovers there for Sutherland. So they definitely got to clean it up here in the second half if they're wanting to make their way back into this one. But don't count them out. Sutherland, like I mentioned, have had a lot of close losses this year. And that last game against Wallace, were down by a hefty margin at the break, 27-19, but were able to make their way back, pull within 3 after the third quarter. But as anybody knows, coming back and then getting over the hump to take the lead is the toughest part. So we'll see if the Sailors do it or the Longhorns, I'm sure, with what Coach Alex McNair probably said at half, just keep the gas pedal to the floor. Almost a quick steal right there. And now Owens, they get it in. Effelt trying to wrap it around, stolen away. No, it goes into the hands of Naughton somehow. And she goes up and gets fouled. So a tough way to start there for the Longhorns as they almost had 3 steals on that one possession. But finally, Naughton comes down with the basketball, goes up and heads to the free throw line. Glory Naughton, the senior, with her first couple of free throws here. And she misses the first. So a tough 4-point second quarter. And it was really led by that Longhorn defense. They were just swarming to the ball wherever it was at. 35-12, 7:48 to go here in the third quarter. And Naughton is able to put one in to cut the lead down to 35-13. Chase County bringing the basketball back across the timeline. Owens with the basketball in the right wing. Owens skip past this time over to the left wing here for Spady. Spady driving middle of the lane, looks, kicks it back out. Owens steps into a 3, can't get it to go off the back iron. Tipped around out of the hands of Velasquez, but she will travel with it, so it'll stay with the Longhorns on their end of the floor. I know we've got some Husker volleyball fans out there. Huskers took set 1 25-20 and are now up 23-19 in set 2. In the NCAA Women's Volleyball Final Four against Pittsburgh. Winner will take on Wisconsin or Texas. That's the late game tonight. Chase County with the basketball underneath their own hoop, lobbing it up here to Owens. Owens swings it over, 3 ball on the way. Clanked off the side of the backboard right there, and coming in to get it was Landry McNair. It was one heck of a shot there, almost to go in for Spicer. 7:26 left here in the third quarter of play. 35-13 with the basketball underneath their own hoop. Lobbing it up inside to Landry McNair, but she has a block from behind. Great play from Effelt. And running it down there to get it out is Spicer. Now she's in trouble. Has it stolen away by Effelt. Effelt leading the charge back the other way. She'll be fouled. And that's that Sutherland defense that I think Chase County was expecting to come out against here for you today, but hadn't really seen it. So it was a great start right there for head coach Brandy Anderson's squad. 35-13, 7:16 left in the third quarter. With the basketball are the Sailors underneath their own hoop. Only 1 point so far, and it's been the Sailors here in this third quarter. And looking to get it back up to the top of the key, and they do. Crossing over now, driving to the left wing, and inside is Effelt, kicks it back out. Velasquez steps into a 3, misses everything. Rebound goes to McNair. She's got 3 sets of hands around her, and finally a jump ball will be called. McNair tried to go any direction, and she ran into a white jersey. And so Sutherland picks up an extra possession right there, just doing what they do best, and just swarming to the ball as well. Sutherland back with the basketball, looking to get it in, lobbing it up over the top there to Effelt, but Owens has her hands in there and almost was able to come up with a steal, and she does cause the turnover, though, as the basketball will go out of bounds. So Chase County will inbound in front of the Sutherland bench and bring it across the timeline, left to right across your radio dial. Spicer with the basketball there, right wing extended. Pump fakes, gets it to Spady in the right corner. Spady pump fakes, they'll switch spots there. Now Spady has it on the right wing, almost between the rings. Now she's driving to the middle lane, has a wide open layup all the way to the rack. She's fouled and will head to the free throw line to shoot a couple. So Olivia Spady doing it again. She had 10 first half points and can now break this little scoreless streak here for the Longhorns. First one out of the way, and Spady does. Spady now with 12, and it makes it 36-13. Second one on the way here for Spady. Takes a bend at the knees. Can't get it to go. Rebound underneath, but coming in to get the jump ball will be McNair, and it will stay with the Longhorns. McNair just flocking the ball right there and almost getting it. Or I guess getting it back for her team. Spady inbounds it to Spicer, around the horn into the corner to Miranda Spady on the right side. Trying to dump it off underneath there to Olivia, and hands all around. Throwing it into the trap, stolen away here by Velasquez. The Sailors, Velasquez dribbling it all the way around, gets it off to Effelt. Effelt crosses over, drives down the left side, gives it off into the left corner here for Gunderson. Gunderson back to the top of the key to Phelan Effelt. Diving after the basketball is Spicer. Phelan finally gets it, throws it inside there to to Naughton. And she was looking to get it to the backside there to Velasquez, but they'll say it goes off of Landry McNair and out of bounds. Looking to get the basketball in there underneath their hoop, but the Sailors trying to find a cut. Naughton. It'll be tapped back out. Velasquez controls it, throws it over the top there to Effelt, but she throws the basketball away. Landry McNair comes up with the steer. The pass ahead here to Olivia Spady, and she'll put it off glass and in for two. Olivia now with 13 points, and she makes it 38-13. I think anyway. They have 35-12 still on the scoreboard. But they definitely made a free throw. Now they have 37-11. There we go. 37-13. Maybe it is 37. Yeah, 38-13. Sutherland has the basketball inbounding across from their own bench. And Velasquez will have it tapped out of bounds. Husker volleyball update. Huskers get the second set win, 25-23, so lead 2-0 in the best-of-5 match with Pittsburgh. Winner to the national championship. Huskers only one loss this year and continue to show that dominance. Sailors looking to inbound. They do get it in here into the left corner. Tough play. Weaving between everybody is Rasby, and she's able to put it in. Rasby now with 8, and makes it 38-15. Chase County with the basketball across the top line. Spady running the point. Gets a screen, driving. Little pick and roll action into Miranda Spady. She loses it. Olivia gets it back, puts it off glass and in. So Olivia Spady taking care of a little bit of a broken play there and is able to get a couple of points out of it. And makes it 40-15. And a quick foul on the other end as driving with the basketball was Velasquez. 5:06 left here in the third quarter of play. 40-15. Chase County out in front. 5-3 though in this third quarter. Quarter scoring anyway. Kicks it back out to Velasquez after Rasby on the drive. Now Effeld gets it back over to the left wing here to Velasquez, who will center it up between the rings. Now she's in the half-court rings. Dumping it off here to Rasby on the left wing. Lob pass inside. Almost stolen away, and now it will be stolen away by Owens there in the right corner. Gets it off to Landry McNair, who will push it back the other way. Jump stops. Lobs it over to the top of everybody. 3 ball on the way for Anderson. Grazes front rim. Rebound underneath. Can't go to Spady. Landry McNair gets her hand in there. Now Velasquez trying to throw a baseball pass down the other way. Picked off again. This one by Anderson, and Anderson runs it up the right side of the floor. And a timeout will be taken by Alex McNair with 4:30 left here in the third quarter of play. We'll keep it right here on 102.9 Jack FM. Like to thank some more of our sponsors tonight: Adams Bank and Trust, Adams Lumber, Allo, Chase County Community Hospital, Imperial Country Ford, Imperial Credit Union, Melissa Memorial Hospital, Pinnacle Bank and Imperial, Trinidad Bean, and Troxel's Heating and Appliance. Big thank you to all of them for helping us support Longhorn basketball and athletics here on 102.9 Jack FM. Like I mentioned, Huskers winning set 2, 25-23. Set 1, 25-20. 4:30 left, third quarter of play, 40-15. Olivia Spady with 15 of the 40. So almost a quarter of the points for the Longhorns belong to Olivia Spady. Longhorns will have the basketball out of their own timeout in front, 40-15. Gets it in with the basketball. In between the rings here, stopping is Spire. Now driving, baseline here is McNair. Finds a cutting Askew, kicks it back out. 3 ball on the way for Owens. Grates is off front iron. Rebound saved in there by Askew, kept alive. And now the push up the right side of the floor, shoving a defender out of the way right there was Rasby. Now she kicks it back out, and the 2-point jump shot will go for Velasquez. She has 4, and makes it 40-17. Across the timeline come the Longhorns. On the drive is Landry McNair. She misses it. Rebound Miranda Spady underneath, and forcing a jump ball will be Rasby. Alex McNair was wanting a foul as Rasby just stuck out her arm and put it right into the back of Owens, who was guarding her, and sent her to the floor. So he was kind of wanting a little bit of a push-off, but did not get the foul call from the officials. It led to a bucket. 40-17 here in the third quarter of play. Back with the basketball are the Sailors. Velasquez, left wing extended. Now gives it to Naughton between the rings to Rasby on the right wing. Back to Velasquez, who centers it up over the right wing. Now driving back in the middle of the lane, has it stolen away, and a timeout will be taken here by the Sutherland Sailors. We'll take a break with them. 3:30 left in the third quarter of play. It is Chase County 40, Sutherland 17. This is Longhorn basketball on 102.9 Jack FM. .9 Jack FM, Longhorn basketball back here from Sutherland, 40-17. Sutherland out of their own timeout with the basketball. And with it between the rings here with 3:22 left. Looking to try to get it over to the right side right there was Rasby, has it stolen away, but then everyone kind of flocks right at Landry McNair, and a foul will come in as they were looking to cause a jump ball. Third quarter, 3:17 left, 40-17. Bringing it across the timeline for the Longhorns. Dumping it off inside there was Spicer, but it goes off the hands of Askew and back to the Sailors. So a low-scoring third quarter here for the Longhorns, who scored 16 and 19 in the first 2 quarters, and so far only 5 points here. 5 minutes into the third, dumping it off underneath to Efflet, and Effelt is able to put it up and in for 2. Grayson now with 4, and she makes it 40-19 as the Longhorns bring it back the other way. On the drive, Landry McNair takes it all the way in, lays it off glass, and puts it up and in for 2. Landry McNair now with 8 points, and Sutherland leads the charge back the other way here with 2:38 to go, 42-19. And another steal falling to the floor as Spicer tracking it down as Eskew, turning around and able to save it. What a save right there by Gunderson. She gets it to Effeld, who brings it to Rasby, who gets it across the timeline. Inside to Naughton, who turns, drop steps, puts it off glass, missed it. The rebound will go into the hands here of Owens, and she'll go one-on-one with Velasquez and bring it across the timeline, up the right side of the right wing, hands it off to McNair. McNair driving in the middle of the lane, kicks it back out, 3 ball for Eskew. Can't bank that one home. Long rebound, tap back out to Velasquez, racing it up the right side, trying to throw a long pass ahead there to Story Rasby. It'll go over her head and out of bounds. 2:01 left, third quarter of play, 42-19. In favor of the Longhorns here. Olivia Spady brings it back across the timeline, back into the contest. Spady crosses over, looking, gets it off to Owens, who drives it down the right wing, kicks it out to Eskew, who pump fakes, drives in the middle of the lane, almost has it stolen away, kept it, but she'll walk with the basketball. Chase County getting a good drive and kick offense going, but Sutherland doing a great job of just getting their hands in every lane. 42-19, 1:42 left in the third. Rasby brings it across the timeline, gives it to Velasquez. Now between the rings here for Gunderson. Gunderson looking to the right wing. here for Sydney Morgan. Back up to the top of the key, now driving down the left lane line. Almost had it wide open to her, but instead it'll be tapped away by Eskew. And Eskew is going to bring it across the top line here for the Longhorns. Out of the right quarter for Spady. Spady pump fakes back out to Eskew. Now to the top of the key for Ava McNair, who drives down the right side. Back out to Olivia Spady. Spady driving, middle of the lane, nowhere to go. Almost has it stolen away. Eskew's able to take care of it. Now she will have it into a jump ball. 1:02 left, third quarter, 42-19. Huskers up 42 in set number 3. And up 2 sets to love on that quick score update. McNair with the basketball, swings it up to the right wing, Owens. Pump fakes once, now he gives it back. 3 ball on the way. Clanks off the front iron there from Area McNair. Offensive rebound underneath. Put back up and in for Kylie Wiest. She has 7, and it makes it 44-19 with 45 seconds to go. With the basketball, no, stripped away is Gunderson right there. Quickly back the other way come the Longhorns. Finds Eskew, driving to the lane. She puts it up and in for 2. Adele Eskew with 4 points. Makes it 46-19 with 30 ticks left here in the third quarter of play. And trying to drive, no, going out of bounds there on the far side will be Phelan Effelt. And Chase County will get the basketball with 25.2 seconds to go. So a quarter where the Longhorns really didn't seem like they were going to score a lot. It's turned kind of right back around. Anna Argonne into the contest across the timeline. Here is Ava McNair, sends it up to the top of the key. Argonne in trouble. Skip pass this time to Eskew. Eskew pulls up from 15 feet, can't get it to go. Backside board, tracked down by Dyer, and a jump ball. No, they'll say stepping out of bounds with it was Wiest. 11.8 seconds to go. 46-19 here in the third quarter. Sutherland with the basketball. And Effelt will lead the charge back the other way across the timeline. Effelt with 6 on the drive. Stolen away by Eskew. It'll go out of bounds with 4.4 seconds left. So 4.4 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. 46-19. Looking to get it in, still looking. They finally do here to the left wing, putting it up. And still a lot of time before the buzzer going to get her own rebound. It was Dyer, and she's able to put it in. Dyer threw up a 3 with a lot of time still left on the clock. So she was able to go get her own rebound, put it off glass, and in for 2. And we are through 3 complete. Our score here from Sutherland. It is Chase County 46 and Sutherland 21. We'll be back with fourth quarter action right here on 102.9 Jack FM. Chase County Longhorn basketball back here on 102.9 Jack FM, 46-21. 7:55 left here in this fourth quarter of play. Sutherland starting with the basketball. It was an 11-point Chase County quarter there in the third. 9 points from Sutherland, though. And kind of kept us a little bit lower scoring here in that third quarter after a 16-point and a 19-point quarter. And Sutherland having some trouble just getting their offense going again here to start this fourth quarter. 7:51 left now, 46-21. Looking to get the basketball inbounded. They finally do. It's Gunderson with the ball, dribbling around, trying to get it off to Effelt. Goes off her feet, tapping it around, saved by Gunderson. She gets it off to Rasby, who's driving down the right side, trying to dump it off underneath there to Grayson Effelt. She has to go off her hands and out of bounds. So it'll stay with Sutherland here with 7:40 left. Lob pass inside, stolen away here by Owens. Owens racing it up the right side of the floor. Owens trying to get it inside there to McNair, and instead it was tapped, and then she tried to pick it back up and throw it in. Instead, she threw it away. 46-21, 7:32 left here in the fourth quarter. And Sutherland back with a basketball across the timeline. It's off the left wing, Gunderson to Naughton between the rings. Backdoor cutting and finding her right there underneath, but missing the layup underneath right there was Rasby. The rebound goes to Landry McNair. Naughton was all over her as well, and a foul will come in. So Landry McNair will now inbound as Chase County gets the ball back after the foul call. Chase County with the basketball. Olivia Spady kind of slow walking it across the timeline here. Spady now driving down the right side. She's in trouble. Kicks it out to Owens, who drives right baseline, trying to wrap it around and able to get it back out after the tip there was Landry McNair. McNair with the basketball on the left wing. McNair hands it off, now driving into the middle of the lane, looking, kicks it back out. 3 ball on the way. Got it! Abby Spicer with her first 3 points of the game, and it makes it 50-49-21. Sutherland with the fast break offense brings it across the timeline quickly. On the left wing, Rasby sends it back to the top of the key. Felt skip pass underneath here to Naughton, goes off her hands out of bounds, but coming in to last touch it was Paige Owens, and it'll stay here with the Sailors with 6:26 left in the fourth quarter. So Sailors will inbound from underneath their own hoop. 9-8 in set 3, Nebraska in front as we look at that score real quick. Lob pass over the top. It'll be thrown over the top of everybody. Trying to race it down there. It'll be tapped around, and Effelt's able to pick it up. No, it'll go in and out of her hands again. Now the ball's just thrown up into the air and into the hands. Well, they'll say over and back will be called on the Longhorns, as just able to pick it up at the last second right there was Carly Anderson. She threw it up hoping somebody was going to be anywhere, and that person to get it was Miranda Spady, but she was on the other side of half court. So Sutherland will now get the basketball back right at half court. 49-21 here in the final quarter of play. Rasby gets it in here to Dyer. Dyer crossing over, working against Eskew. Sends it over to the right wing. On the drive, Gunderson pulls it back out. Now trying to skip it over here to Dyer. It'll be stolen away by Eskew. Eskew taking it coast to coast. Extra dribble, and she lays it up and in. Eskew with 6 points makes it 51-21. 30-point game here for the Longhorns. Driving right baseline, dumping it off underneath there to Effeld. To be stolen away was Gunderson, and the ball will go out of bounds. So it'll go back to Chase County with 5:44 left. So the Longhorns, 3 tough teams that they have faced in a row and haven't been able to come up with a win, and Alex McNair is itching for one. Eskew on the drive, jump stops, kicks it back out. On the drive, Ava McNair, she's in trouble as Effelt forces a jump ball. And taking care of business against Sutherland tonight, got out in front, 35-12 at the break. That's what they really needed. And now just trying to replicate it and have so far here in this second half. Spady to inbound, lobs it over to the top here to Anderson. Anderson with the basketball in between the rings. Top of the key, crosses over to the left wing now, gets into the corner there for Ava McNair. McNair gives it back to Anderson, top of the key. Anderson, couple of dribbles, pumps once, gives it to Eskew on the right wing. Eskew into the corner here for Ava McNair. Back to Eskew on the right wing. Top of the key for Spady, over to Anderson on the left wing. Anderson driving, spinning, nowhere to go. Gives it back to Spady, now to Eskew on the right wing. Forcing it inside, turning and spinning is Miranda Spady. She misses the jump shot from about 5 feet. Had Sydney Morgan all over her, and it'll be tapped out of bounds off of the Longhorns. And so it'll go to the Sailors. Sutherland back with the basketball as Rasby brings it across the timeline. Gives it to Effeld, who pops a college range 3 and airballed it. See what Chase County can do here on this offensive possession. Up by 30 with 4:44 left. Into the short corner. Miranda Spady back out to Eskew to the top of the key. There to Area McNair. And now in between the rings with the basketball is Anderson. Over to Area McNair again to the high post for Ava. Ava back to Area. Area on the drive. Nowhere to go. Kicks it back out to Anderson on the left wing. Anderson calling out some signals here, wanting to get a play going. And now Anderson going one-on-one. She drives to the right side. Handoff here to Eskew. Eskew trying to get it off to Area McNair. It'll be stolen away by Rasby, who will take it coast to coast, lay it up and in. Rasby with 10 points, a team high, and cuts the lead under 30 here at 51-23. Across the top line with the Longhorns. Area McNair gets it to Anderson. Skip pass in the corner for Ava, who turns, puts up a 5-foot jump shot, airballs it backside board. Going to be brought down there by Dyer. Bringing it across the timeline. Sailors, Rasby getting it back on a little give and go with Morgan, puts it up off glass, missed it, and 2 Longhorns go after, but finally coming down with a rebound here and pushing it up the right side of the floor is Anderson. She'll stop on the right wing, lobs it up to Miranda Spady underneath, got good position, put it up, she missed it too short, as just didn't hit that top part of the square of the backboard, maybe just a little bit outside of it. And just misses that one. 51-23, 3:12 left. Skip pass, Dyer for 3. Got it! Elena Dyer with 7 points. And makes it 51-26 now. As Anderson gives it back up top of the key here to Area McNair. McNair now to Ava, who pulls up from 18 feet, misses it. Rebound going to be brought down here by Dyer. And Dyer gives it off here to Rasby, who brings it across the timeline. Rasby between the rings now to Gunderson, forces it inside. Morgan turns, shoots, misses. Backside board will be tapped out of bounds off the Longhorns as Anderson went to go after it, but didn't see that her man was kind of lost from behind her. 51-26, 2:33 left here in the fourth quarter. 16, 19, and 11 so far in each quarter for the Longhorns. There's 19 points in the second quarter, really kind of putting this thing out of reach from the get-go. Sutherland with the basketball, bounding across from their own bench, inside to Effelt on the left block, goes up for 2 with the hook shot, missed it, gets it back to Morgan. She turns, shoots, and misses. Rebound goes into the hands of the Longhorns. Miranda Spady comes up with it. The push ahead here from the Horns, back the other way. Coming with the basketball was Herman. Sends it back up to the top of the key here to Area McNair. McNair will set up the offense with 2:12 left. Onto the left wing here for Randall, inside. With the basketball there in the left wing was Oregon, but a foul will come in behind Miranda Spady with 2:07 left. .207 left here in the fourth quarter, 51-26. Oregon gets it in here to Herman. Herman runs it up and brings it back between the rings. Gives it off to Oregon, finds a cutting Miranda Spady, who turns, spins, puts it off glass. It was halfway down, but pops its way back out. Rebound goes into the hands of Dorman. She gets it off to Velasquez, who will bring it across the timeline for the Sailors. The Dorman on the right wing, inside to Morgan. She pumps once, kicks it back out. Dorman on the drive, nowhere to go. It gets it over to Weber. Skip pass to Dyer, now to Velasquez in the left corner. Back up to the top of the key here for Dorman with 1:34 left. Big power dribble for Morgan. Back out to Weber for 3. Clanks off back iron. The rebound will go into the hands of the Longhorns. Oregon leading the charge back the other way. Looking, throws it ahead here to Ava McNair underneath, who puts it up for 2. A lot of contact, no foul. And now one will come in as it was Miranda Spady coming down with a rebound. She'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2. 51-26, 1:19 left here in the fourth quarter of play. Chase County, unless something drastically happens here in 1:19, going to get that first win in a couple of weeks and improve to 2-3, while the Sailors will drop to 1-5 on the year. The Sailors started out 0-10 last year, but then won 5 of their last 10 to finish at 5-15. Chase County winning a game of the sub-district tournament last year, making it to the championship. As Spady can't hit either, and losing to Bridgeport, who would go on and make their way into the state tournament. Olivia Ruthia playing at Colorado now, so tough Bridgeport team. But not in that district anymore, and I'm sure Alex McNair is happy about that. With the basketball on the drive here, stolen away by Oregon. Oregon swings it out to Miranda Spady, who finds Aria McNair, and ball's brought across the timeline. Timeout on the floor with 53 seconds to go. Chase County's sub-district this year, a little bit different. Cozad, Gothenburg, Hershey, and Ogallala, pretty much the same for the most part. Cozad and Gothenburg weren't in it last year. It was Bridgeport in the corner on the drive here, putting it up for two and having it go in. That is Alexandria Reeves with a 2-point bucket to make it 53-26 with 37 seconds to go. With the basketball on the left wing is Vasquez. Launching a three there is Dyer. Rebound goes underneath. Coming up with it is Vasquez. Gives it off here to Morgan, who misses the jump shot. 20 seconds remain. Aria McNair will bring it across the timeline and center it up between the rings. McNair to Oregon, who will pop a three and hits it. How about that one right there from Anna Oregon? And so Weber will bring it across the timeline, and that should do it. 56-26, an even 30-point win here for the Chase County Longhorns. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, wrap things up here from Sutherland. Our score, 56, Chase County, Sutherland 26 on 102.9 Jack FM. .9 Jack FM, wrapping things up here. Another Longhorn winner tonight. This one just in a girls-only matchup as Chase County walks away with a win by a final score of 56-26. Take you through quarter by quarter. Chase County led after one quarter, 16-8, 19-4 second quarter as they outscore Sutherland to lead it 35-12 at the half, and then 11-9 in the third quarter, probably the closest quarter where each team really kind of played each other pretty close there in the third quarter, but then Chase County dominates the fourth to the tune of 10 points to walk away with a win 56-26. Individual scoring, we'll start with the Sutherland Sailors. 4 points from Grayson Effelt, 6 from Elena Dreyer, 1 from Glory Naughton. Story Rasby finishes with 10. 4 points for Mahala Vasquez for the Chase County Longhorns. 2 points for Miranda Spady. 3 points for Ava McNair. 3 points for Anna Argon. 3 points for Abby Spicer. 2 points for Peyton Owen. 5 points for Carly Anderson. 2 points for Alexandria Reeves. 8 points for Landry McNair. It'll be 15 points for Olivia Spady. 7 points for Kylie Wiest, and 6 for Adele SQ. So the Longhorns looking ahead here in their schedule. Coming up, they've got Ray, Colorado coming up this weekend. That game starting right at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock Mountain Time, Ray, Colorado. And then, so that game coming up on Friday, and then they'll end the season, this first half of the season, somewhat anyway, before the Sydney Holiday Shootout, taking on Bridgeport at home on Thursday. So that's looking ahead. Once again, next Longhorn coverage coming up this Friday from Imperial. So that'll do it for us here at Chase County. Final score in the books. Longhorns get the win to improve to 2-3 on the season with a win 56-26. Thanks for tagging along. That'll do it for us right here. I'm Sam Knoll signing off, saying so long and good night here from Sutherland.